Hello and welcome to this video. This is vlog number 87, and today I'm going to tell you a story about how my wife got a great idea of creating a family tree for her side of the family. It would be all good and fine, but you have to understand that her family is huge. It's crazy, a lot of people. So, and that would still be okay if I didn't have to do the work. So, there was two elements to this. One is collecting all the info and all the photos, and me having to somehow make a tree out of this. Can you imagine? Okay, imagine a family that has 3, 4 generations and maybe 3, 4 people in each family. Okay, you can make a tree out of this. But what if you have families that are her family, 4 to 5 generations, and each having 30, 50 people? Okay, no tree is going to work in this unless you want to have, tiny photos of everybody on this huge poster. So after thinking about it for a while, I came up with an idea not to create a tree, but a timeline type of a thing. Okay, so this is what we came up with. I'm going to cover the last name. I don't know if they want the last name displayed or not on YouTube, but I'm not going to show the cover. It's a book like this with pages in it. We ordered it online. I don't remember where. Maybe it says here. Blurb. It's called Blurb. So they give you a template, and you stick photos in there, and then you print it. It was very nice because we didn't have to buy all the books and distribute them. We created one, printed out an example. Everybody looked at it, they liked it, and we sent them the link, and everybody bought their own. So that made it easy. But anyway, so once I figured out how to make the timeline or a linear way of displaying the people, we figured out that we can do one family per page instead of sticking everybody everywhere. And that made it a lot easier, but we still had problems. So I'm going to show you a couple of pages in here. Well, first I'm going to give you some statistics. Okay. There's total 327 family members. This is including my wife's grandparents, and so my wife's mother's parents and their parents. Okay, so this is just my wife's mom's side. We're currently working on her dad's side, so that's going to be a little easier. They don't have as many people, but this is just my wife's mom's side. 327 family members. There's 14 children, so this begins at my mother-in-law's parents, mom and dad. Okay, so they had 14 children. My mother-in-law is one of those 14 children. And then there's 59 grandchildren. So this is coming from my mother-in-law's parents. So my mother-in-law's parents had 59 grandchildren. That includes my wife, which is one of the grandchildren. 166 great-grandchildren and 18 great-great-grandchildren. So my mother-in-law is one of 14 children, siblings. And I'm going to show you the largest family in this book. But before I do that, I'm going to show you how I laid out the sorry, I was not prepared in terms of this. I was just gonna lay it out. Well, anyway, so I'm gonna show you the biggest family. No, I'm gonna show you the average one first and then the biggest. So this is an average family where you have mom and dad and 2 children. Mom and dad and 2 children, okay? This is what it looks like. You have mom and dad and 2 children. Each child has a spouse, and then they have a timeline of their children. So this fits on 1 page. I mean, well, 2 pages, right? So it's just spread across. Here's another one. Mom and dad at the top, and then there's 6 children. Some are married, and some have children, and some don't. All right, now I'm gonna show you the biggest one. Are you ready for this? Mom and dad. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 children. Some are married, some have children, most have children, and some have grandchildren. Okay, this is the biggest family I had to figure out how to put in here. Now, we have other complications. So we have this, but we also have people that are divorced or they remarried different people, but they have children from the other marriage. That was not easy. I don't know how to show you this without revealing names and stuff. So basically what I did is I have a person and their new spouse, and the children are from the old marriage, okay? So what I did is I drew a line over the new spouse and proceeded over here and put the children underneath. But then the spouse also has a child of his own, so then he has a separate line. So all the children are lined up together, but there's a second line that goes to the first kid and another line that goes to the rest of them. Anyway, so it was an interesting way of laying everybody out. And then we also had a big family reunion at the same time when we were almost done with this book. This book took, I think, 2 years to put together. 1 year to get majority of the photos together, which my wife did really well, did a really good job. I would not even attempt to do that. And then a year to just keep working on this, to put it all together. And then we had a big family reunion. This is everybody. This is not even everybody. This is a lot of the people that showed up. And then we have more photos here of the gathering and individual families. We took pictures and everything. So it came out like into a really nice book, which is not really a family tree, but it's the next level after the family tree, because no way to fit all these people on the tree. Well, that's all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe it gave you some ideas of how to put together a family tree outside the norm. That's a little unique or more original. So if you like that, Please like this video and subscribe and leave me a comment. Ask me some questions. I'd love to answer and give some ideas if you want to do something like that. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.